Oh, okay then. Gotta love when those freeze-ups happen. Yeah, so just gonna have to restart the game. Like, not that much progress happened. My second and a half attempt, I didn't really count the wizard too much, just feeling it out. But given that there's 16 stages and I'm not doing so hot, well, I was doing relatively okay credits-wise, but it just kind of feels like I think I'll just go for easy right now. I got the feel of the game, and I feel like who knows what the later half is going to be like, so we'll do a attempt or two of just legit legit easy mode and manual shield off. Nah, I wasn't feeling the shield that way. Let's try dwarf next. Oh. I wonder what the difference with easy mode is, just the damage taken. There's no credits and lives are the same. That's in the middle, basically. Shield does nothing. So far, so good. Wait. Don't get that. Whoa. Ignore that one, that's a trap. Well, go away. That worked out. Let's do down. Whoa. I just like saying that. What we got here? The shield that does nothing. Maybe I should look at the controls a little bit, how the shield normally works. Because it always just standing still. This attempt isn't going well, and this is easy mode. Woo! Ow. I'm still getting better at the dragon, at least. Even though I feel like this is a poor attempt. Not understanding how the shielding works, so I'm probably just gonna look it up quick. Well, there goes the 1 hour estimate. The dream is dead. Go on. Or that's just it. That's the whole story. Alright, so let me just look it up quickly. And since there's a timer to it, so enjoy awkward silence. No, well, let me play music quick. I don't explain much about Shield. Yeah, this is Capcom, and I think this is a soundtrack by Yoko Shimomura. Doesn't say anything about the shield, so I guess it's a manual thing. Oh well. Let's see. Oops. We're done with the music here. Back to in-game music. Yep, it's been fun so far. I like it more than King of Dragons. I mean, Knights of the Round. You know, there's apparently 16 stages that got as far as 9, and my game froze up at one day attempts, so... Oh well. Slight RPG. Oh, there's a diagonal attack right there, I think. I thought I saw something for a moment where it was a diagonal. Otherwise, yeah, basically. And minor level ups. And there's also specials, but specials consume HP, so I rarely use it. Got yeeted. Ooh. Ah, shit. Got him. Stage 5. Whoa. Whoa. Feels my my lives. I'm a little better with the cleric. Level 6. Get him. Dang. That skeleton's just being a jerk. Moving on. Ooh. Damn. That film didn't work as much. I don't know, I like Cleric and Fighter the most so far. Gotta try Elf. I mean, this is the great SNES. Wait, where's my message? Why did it stop showing? Because you're looking at the great the great SNES beat 'em up at RPG Elements challenge. It's not so yes, this fits with the challenge well. I'm gonna just have trouble with these enemies. Yeah. Like, these guys just kick my butt. just seems easy enough. Uneasy. But never mind, I just died there. The woods. I liked it a lot. I had a good time with it. I enjoyed tactics games, so I just was vibing with it. And it was tough towards the end, but it wasn't too tough because of the way I was playing it. Where I just, with a game with permadeaths, with a game of permadeath, I just keep resetting to preserve my best units. Which is probably something I'll be doing for XCOM. Then I'm training for that, clearly. I get an extra credit before. How did I pull that off? PSRPG. I need to add an East 5 to that, so maybe one more thing. Nah. Yeah, I need to double check on that myself, Sunfall. We talked about it before. They got air geese. Oops. Got him. Thanks, buddy. So maybe I found the thing before where I got extra credit. 55 hype. Oops. Doing that too early. I'm here to slightly annoy you. Getting sloppier. Maybe just something off about the dwarf. How's it going, RP Gamer? It's Tuesday, so I think it's Scar today. Yeah, either way, how's it going? Yep. How's your SNES stuff today? Welcome to the Great SNES Beat 'em Up with Light RPG Elements Challenge. And even on easy, I'm just struggling. I did pick easy, right? And Electro, welcome, welcome. Oops. Yep, any progressions, major progressions are beating anything? If you look at the bottom of my UI, you could just say how many games I'm at. A lot lost today. It was an okay game. Congrats on beating God. I thought it was a good time. It started kind of but it grew on me. Yeah, this is no good. I have to cheese this one. Yeah, that was easy. I had some trouble. I'm hoping to beat this as well, but I'm just struggling a little. Well, last one's Elf, and I gave it a few legit attempts, but not even halfway through the game, so I have to save state cheese. Let's just do fighter again. Okay, it feels like a better wizard so far. Just the range. Otherwise, so far, I think I'm just going wider than Cleric is my favorite so far. Well, so much for no damage run. No lives lost. Good start. So fragile, though. Ignore that chest. Lessons learned. Okay. The guy's great against this boss. Hey, no damage. Legit no damage there. Ooh. Yeah, the fun boss is gonna be soon. Shit. There we go. Level up. Alright, on this boss. Let's see if I could just try to do without losing their life, given the long road ahead. Alright, no problem. Thank you again for the raid. Ow. Yeah, well, let it be. I'd rather just reattempt it, just to preserve my lives. We're doing the cheese strats now. We gave it a few legit attempts. I'm not even halfway through. Like, man, this game's kicking my butt, or I'm just sucked, or I'm just being stupidly reckless. You gotta be careful. Yeah, I feel like once I hit that fireball, it's like, whoops. I got too greedy there. Alright, just seems to be a phase thing. Damn. Shit. Trying to get behind it. I don't want to lose more than one life with the boss. There we go. And it goes. I think it gains the levels a little slower than the others. Oh, shit. That could be going a little better. Okay, not a great start so far. I still want to try one or two more times without getting hit. Or rather, just being able to not lose that life. Yep, fine. Just no more than a life lost. Okay, we could shoot out the projectiles. Good to know. Hey Manny, how's it going? Look up SNES upcoming. I'll type it out. This is what's left. Yeah, well, this is all that remains until new fan translations get added. Oops, should you? It's a fine. The gameplay is really rough for me, but I had a good experience with it. I hope you've been having a good time. Or first time are we playing it? We got this. Keep doing that. So far, I'm actually enjoying the elf with the range. Just don't like the fragility, but that's kind of expected too. Yeah, so you're avenging yourself? I'm finally trying to beat it. Oh! Well, this is my fourth or fifth attempt at this point, or 4.5 rather. This is not my first playthrough attempt at this, and I didn't even reach. I only got halfway, even on easy. So we got some cheese methods. Yeah, like I gave it a few fair shakes and legit attempts, found the characters I like using. Now we'll just try to play to win and cheat. I win the other game. It took an hour for the last mission. So huzzah for that. Alright, let's try this again. Oh! Yeah, very little outro even, just basically no story to that. And no story to this either, it's like not even... Just some towns are in danger, that's it. Go, heroes. There's probably more in the manual. Some are just very minimalist. Oh, what's the excuse for the war? No, not everything can be Fire Emblem. I don't like the skeletons. Alright, we'll just let it be. Yeah, this boss is the... Ow. I was gonna say this boss is anti-Archer. It's weak to Archer, I mean. Or Elf, rather. Next one. I really gotta get better against the skeletons in particular. That's my main weakness. Let's try Mimic. See, like, I'm just really terrible against the skeletons compared to everyone else. Come on. I blame the Mimic that way. Look how fast we were right there. One more time. I don't want to get bested by skeletons. I'm just trying to save as much life as possible. Well, that was a close one. Oh, fine. No more than 2. Damn. At least I could tell when he does it. Could have done no damage there. Level 7. It just sounds like whoa, or maybe oh. I gotta put that to the closing comments. Yeah, they're just by far the worst enemies in the game so far. I just don't know how to handle them well. Maybe I just should sacrifice the HP. Why are the skeletons so nimble? Yeah, no. Or that, maybe. Those men are also pretty rough. Okay, they're also pretty rough. But he's so fast, though. Gotta be careful. Prize spiders. There we go. First try. No damage him. To the castle. Damn skeletons. Around this point I get level 10 with some of the other characters, so it just seems that elf levels up slower. Hey. These lizards don't feel bad this way when they're not that close. Like they could charge in, but they're not that dashy. That shit. Did you win? Or did Fidel win FF10? Can't stand close. I liked Blitzball, though it got old when I was trying to grind for Waka's ultimate weapon back then. Well, at least there's cheese methods. I think it's way more than 21. I think. It's been a while. Okay. There. Not sorry. I don't think that's how it worked, but it's been a long time. Maybe been doing it wrong the whole time. Okay, I did it wrong the whole time. Yay, social distancing. Did you properly dodge 200 lightning bolts? So I got as far as the end of this stage. Fair enough. Oops. I could have continued there a little bit, but I'm just being careful. I never got that far next to it. I played it once, but I feel like I got stuck somewhere and didn't get back. Gotta where... Yeah, I can remember one of the chests. I don't like how he just kind of swoops in. Ow. Ow. Nope. Oh, shit. Actually, quit. Like, no, we're gonna continue this. How'd I fail that one? So, I'm not a big fan of 15, 16. Guys are annoying. I enjoyed 15 for what it is. I played it only on release before. I'm gonna give it another go. Just don't know when I feel like it. The gameplay is fine. I just feel like the game got weaker in the later half. Yeah, I'm just gonna save in this mini boss. Oh, and when did I get 3 credits? Like, I haven't paid attention to how I got the credits. Maybe just the XP. Reaching level 10, maybe. But I felt like I reached level 10 before and didn't get it. Nope. Almost got frozen. Never played the beat 'em up myself either. Didn't even remember all of the thing. Mash. Somehow I didn't get hit for that rush. Alright, this is as far as I got. I barely hit this boss before. I don't even know what it does. Nope. Thought I was just gonna cheese it, but nope. It does ninja acrobatics. Let's try again. Yeah, look how fast it just went. Yeah, it's so close. The Ninja Knight, yeah. I feel like I could barely react to that move. Like the rest I could just kind of jump like that. One more time. I don't want to lose 1 to 1 life. Yeah, just that throw is really fast. I could barely react in time to jump. Oh. Yeah, apparently I got the achievements for it already. It just kind of glitched out. Yeah, sure, mysterious stranger. Now we've gotten to where I've never been to before. These guys are new. Yeah, a lot of HP. Or I was hitting them wrong. Oh, that's how I get the credits, these things. Hey, Blackbird. Yeah, it's been enjoyable so far. I really gotta find those. Guess that's what the game expects you to do, find those extra credits. I feel a little bit more comfortable losing 1 or 2 lives. Just a little bit, maybe. Yep. We beat the other game earlier. This boss is kind of weird. I'm just assuming being in the middle equals bad. Oh, mad. Barely made that one. Yeah, I'm just doing the cheese method. I tried a few attempts, but it's like, okay, I can't do it legit, of course, so... Chapter 11, Battle in the Fort. Oof, that frame rate for a moment. Fine. I'd still rather not lose more than 2 lives. Not sure. Probably. Okay, let's just try again. Hopefully having trouble here. Doing so well until I wasn't. For some reason I'm having trouble with the lizards in this mission. I should... 1 HP. Come on, healing. Come on, healing. I'll just save state here. close. Level up. I like the sprite of this guy. Yeah, he sure does. I think I'm just trying to figure out his patterns. The Great Dragonian bested. Ow. Ooh, look at those fancy flames. But we just rescued the Northern Castle. Stage 12, Castle Gardens. Whoa! These are pretty nasty mooks. And no upgraded skeletons. And upgraded wolves. I feel I should use my special more. Went past. Oh no, 2 Ninja Knights. It's the red one and the green ranger. We fought the black one. I'm just kind of shooting for my life. I'm surprised that I didn't get hit for that long. The last one, where do you go? Hello? Oh, that's the game glitch out or something. Or he was just hiding. Chapter 13, Dark Wizard. 4 stages to go. It's cool that there's a variety of stages, just me on 16 though. And geez, this stage is kind of rough already. It's Dark Wizard, alright. Teleport spam. Ooh. He just loves his teleport spam. Seems like I gotta hit him first before he hits me. Or bad stuff happens. Yeah, that was a Wizard's Apprentice. Alright. Ow. Also, I just realized the whole time, it's like, why did the estimated length just eat it off like that? Just happened to notice in the corner, it's like, wait a minute, I definitely adjusted it correctly. Maybe just though things are just a little weird. Okay, let's just focus here. Okay, the traction is weird. I like the music. Fits with the boss fight well. Fine. Just that fire traction just makes it a little tough. I don't want to lose more than 2 lives. Like I gotta keep away. Okay, go also do that. That's also fine. Let's have a little more mobility. Okay, that's on me for not dodging that. Or getting too greedy. There we go. Beating the Dark Wizard. Three levels left. A cave in the woods. Should save state here, really. It's looking faster. Oh. I still want to get my butt kicked in the beginning like that with full health. Yeah, they get that. Just curious. What's that trophy achievement about? Okay. Got lots of EXPs. Hey, boss time. Oh no, another dragon. They ran out of ideas. That's fine. Yeah, true. So there has to be other dragon brethren. And this one's the that just mean. That's a jerk dragon. The stun locking dragon. Oops. This shit, the ice is really bad. This guy got in the way. And Armor McCall's just jamming. I'll just let it be. I think there's only 2 more stages after this. The last one's gonna be super long. Yep, totally great loop. Probably, at least the music in general is good. Then Slug 3 says hi. Never really played that one. Funny enough, I've been doing Metal Slug X for retro achievements. Yeah. Don't know about the arcade, but at least this is a 2-player. Last level's more than half the game, damn. Okay, let's restart this fresh. Yeah, bad touch. Here goes the jerk skeletons. Now 2 of these guys. This is not the King of Giants, though. Or King of Cyclops. Wow. Missed. No. I feel like I don't want to lose lives to them. Especially when it's close to dying. Thought I dodged that one. There we go. Okay, that's the last stage. This is the last stage, 16. You would think it's Dark Castle, it's the last stage, but no, it's this random cave. I wonder if it's just a boss. Well, I have a bunch of lives, so let's see how long it's gonna take. Final boss time. Oops. That's just me being dumb. Guess I could just be stupidly reckless now that I am actually have this many lives now at this point. Unless there's multi-phases, but I'm just not gonna try to save state there. Ooh, look at that perspective ship. It's just nearly two hit. We got two shot at there. Ow. That was just being reckless. Okay, thought I was gonna take a little longer. Mel did say I could be stupidly reckless, but even then it's like, I didn't want it to be this rough. Shoot him in these nuts. Yeah, not that many lives left. Burning through them hard. You just grab me in the hand. Got a lot of HP. Three lives left. There's probably tricks and stuff to stop the hand and all that. Or just get good. Let's dodge it once. Well, last life. Didn't think it would be that rough. Speed up music. Alright, to the beginning. It wasn't being that grabby before. I guess it only does it when I try to get it from behind. Gotta be careful there. I could also just use the charges as well. If I'm gonna be dying anyways. Okay, I have help. Still getting the timing of it. It's the king of tanky dragons. Let's see what happens. How much damage you do just doing this. Okay, that could work. That's actually a legit tactic. Gonna lose all those lives. Oops. Get a little faster. Now speed up. Come on. Let's got plenty of lives. There we go. Magic cheese for the win. As well. I did it. Whoa! All the heroes received many wounds. They were finally able to defeat the Red Dragon. Now their country would know peace again. Standing in the cavern of Gildas' treasure, or they were nearly blinded by the sparkle of gold. As they stood looking at their hard-won haul, they looked as though they could see new adventures reflected in each precious gem. I wonder if there's a true ending thing for like normal or hard mode or expert mode. like it was with Knights of the Round and some beat 'em ups and action games. Okay, now the montage. First try, yeah. Well, that's 2 done tonight, like I promised. And given that, plus, alright, 4 hours so far, let's start a little bit of Dual Warp 2 just to keep the ball rolling. But yeah, I think it's a better game than Knights of the Round. At least it feels more enjoyable. And you liked it how the dragon with his head was coming off the top of the screen? Yeah, there's little effects like that. Only have hands. Let's go, Mayo. And the boss felt more interesting and a little more fair than it was with the final boss of Knights of the Round. 5. This was the 156th game. Next is gonna be 166. So we're getting there. Which one? Oh, the Zarian one? Not sure. I need to look into that myself. Bloop. Thank you for playing. No credits. Like, sorry, we're not gonna credit you guys. Yeah, just go with the real name. Here, Din. Did it. Alright then. Back to review mode. We'll put on the OST, then we'll just continue onward. Just give me a moment. Look, at least play some music while we're just kind of getting through this. Alright, let's mute the retro arc again. And play this. Well, back to review mode. And with that, 5 games left. Maybe a little more. But for now, we beat this on March 17, 2026 with a double KO. With a time of 2 hours, 38 minutes, and 35 seconds. That's not the shortest game. The shortest one, this one was shorter, and what else? This is the shortest one, the Blue Crystal Rod. So no, neither of the beat 'em ups dethroned it. Story, yeah, story. That's the same situation with this, and it feels like it just doesn't part of how much story there is, where you don't even get like a little excuse plot in the beginning of the game. It just feels like, or rather, it's kind of hidden away at the character demo. Then it comes a little excuse plot of, hey, some dragon is just terrorizing terrorizing villages and stuff. Go get him. Adventure awaits. So maybe there's more in the manual. That's loud. Let's lower that a little bit. We want your quarters. That's really the story. Jute's sinking has no such excuse, so... Capital A. Music. I thought the music was good. Like, I like the vibes, I like the energy. Yeah, dragons be stealing all the women's. So, I thought the music is very solid. Like, is there anything that has maybe staying power? Maybe this song here? Which one? This one's good, yeah. This? Not this one. I like this one. So there's some that are interesting. And yep, composed by Yoko Shimomura. She did work for Capcom for a while. No. So yeah. I think the music is solid, so... But nothing like 5 out of 5 great, where I just feel like I wouldn't spam the songs. Yeah, the driving speed, one credit is inherently the staying power of the arcade game. They're bigger badasses than I am, Mayo. I'm weak, and I'm a scrub. So not a 5, it's a 4. And graphically, I think the graphics are pretty fine. Like, some cool enemy sprites, some cool visuals, some cool stages. The presentation's also kind of nice, but it's otherwise just also kind of a little bit whatever. Like, it just kind of lacks the extra something, where it just feels like it really looks nice and interesting, but it's still a nice looking game. It's colorful, it has some good sprites, some pretty good animations, you know, just some little reused assets. That's kind of the norm. I think the sprites were a little bit better in the other game, Knights of the Round, which is a little bigger, more animated, but I just think it's still kind of fine. Why did I even give Knights of the Round? Foreign visuals, yeah, it's the same. And, you know, guess I like the music on the Knights of the Round a little more. Or just, maybe I was just kind of feeling that at the time. And gameplay. It's beat 'em up stuff. You just go through the stages, kick some butt. It feels compared to this game, where it feels a lot better to play through. Like, it's more fluid. You feel like your attacks are more responsive, have a little bit of more mobility. There's a little bit more variation in the characters you play as, or so it seemed like. And the RPG elements is also superficial like the other, but at least it feels like it has more RPG elements to it, with weapon defense upgrades, though it really doesn't feel like it makes much difference, when it just feels like in the end the damages and the damage and such is the same. Maybe just more like my attacks are faster, I move a little faster, I survive a little bit more, and this definitely feels like I'm definitely getting more HP and survivability, where as I get some more level ups, I get more HP and just be able to manage things better. So I think that's just cool. Also a mean game where even on easy mode, I just couldn't even make it halfway through the game. So that just kind of says something. Like, I managed to at least get to the last stage legit in Knights of the Round on easy. And yet I feel like it's still more enjoyable because it just feels like a more fun play to game. Feels less of a pain in the ass. And at least the attempts on going through the stages just feels a little bit less sluggish. And it's kind of interesting approach where they just did really bite-sized stages where there's just a small level that you get to the boss. So it feels much more of a boss-oriented kind of beat 'em up. And the bosses, you know, some of them are just kind of mean, and just wonder how the heck you gonna move around. Other times, even the last boss, where it's like, it can be rough, but it feels a little bit fair if you just kind of time things better or a little more patient. Some, like the dragon bosses, just kind of suck. But that's just how it is at times. Ooh, I like this song as well. You know, I really have to give it to the energy of the game. I changed my mind. It's a 5. Like, listen to more listens, like, yeah, maybe it's like a 4.5 to me, but I'm just being the nicer meter, so I'm just bumping it up to a 5. So, see good vibes to it. This is very Street Fighter coded with this song. But yeah, in spite of how brutal the game is, even easy, it just feels like it's a more fluid and fun game, so it just at least feels good to play. So I'm gonna give it a 4, and that's where ultimately my enjoyment factor goes, because yeah, I feel like maybe in ways I did better in Knights of the Round, but I feel like I had a better time with this one. It just has a better vibe and fluidity to it, and I just feel like I just enjoyed more, even if I didn't really legitimately just go that far into the game myself. It's probably harder than the other one, but it's still a fun game. So it's a 4. And the closing comment, I don't know how it's pronounced, but we're just gonna go... Just go... Oh! Yeah, that, you know, that battle cry. It's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. It's like hard to say here exactly what it is. Alright, and that's King of Dragons. That's the other beat 'em up with light RPG elements game. 5 to go, man. 5 to go. And I got some time, so you know what? Let's start out on even the next game. Just get the momentum going a little bit. Get the introduction stuff. And yes, I beat in the first try. So let's have a productive stream day. Alright, so well, let's just play the music while I just have this on. Just gotta remember to turn back the RetroArch audio. So, I know I'm gonna forget later, so I'm just doing it right now.